Right, this is the second video. So if you didn't check the previous one, please check previous one so that you can understand how to solve the polynomial expression using long division. Okay, so the step was these 4 steps. Okay, so we are looking at this number so that you can make this number by multiplying this number and the number which fits here. Okay, 2x times by what gives you 2x to the power of 3? X to the power of 2, isn't it? Then what you do, we decide a number and multiply those two numbers. 2x times by x to the power of 2 is 2x to the power of 3. And the negative 3 times x to the power of 2 is negative 3x to the power of 2. And what do you do next? Subtract. So this take away this is cancelled. This take away negative 3x to the power of 2. This one turns into positive. So negative 2x to the power of 2. And what do you do? Drop next. So you drop this number next to it. Then you look here and here. This number times this number gives you negative 2x to the power of 2. What number can you think of here? Negative x, isn't it? So 2x times by negative x is negative 2x to the power of 2. Negative 3 times by negative x is positive 3x. So you subtract here, subtract here. And then next you do drop plus 14. Then you look, trying to make this one. This times this gives you this, which is negative 1. So negative 2x plus 3. 14 take away 3 is 11. So the answer is this one, and the remainder of 11. Right, last question is this one. But I will put the space, 2 spaces between x to the power of 3 and only 1 space between those two numbers when I'm drawing the long division like this. You might realize that why I put the space here and here. That space here is for x to the power of 2, and the space here for the constant, okay, the number. Right, let's do this. So x times by the number on the top gives you x to the power of 3, which is x to the power of 2, isn't it? So decide the number. So next what we do is multiply, wasn't it? This times this is x to the power of 3. 1 times x to the power of 2 is x to the power of 2. And then this take away this cancelled. Then nothing take away x to the power of 2 is negative x to the power of 2, isn't it? And then next we do drop number plus x, right? And then we're trying to make this one to multiplying this and this one. So negative x, isn't it? X times negative x is negative x to the power of 2. 1 times by negative x is negative x. This one cancelled out. Then we do this take away negative x. This one turns into positive. So x plus x is 2x. Right. Now we have nothing to drop. So I just leave it like this. But x times what gives you 2x? 2, isn't it? X to the power times by 2 is x, 2x plus 1 times 2 is plus 2. And then we subtract. This is answer. So remainder is negative 2. Then what I want to mention in the end is this one. So for example, I will look at this two numbers I used just before. Right, I want you to look at this one, okay? This means this divided by 2 is this number. But in another way, 2 times by 128 becomes 256, isn't it? Then when you look at the number which, division, which is, it's got remainder there, means this times this plus this is 257, isn't it? So if I write this one, 2 times by 128 plus 1 is 257. Okay, to understand this structure is really important when you are dealing with these kind of question, because just dividing this number is not it's not going to be excellent question, isn't it? So we are using this logic to solve the complicated question. So you always think remember. So for example, this one as this times this plus this is this one. So x plus 1, x2 minus x plus 2 plus minus 2 equal x to the power 3 plus x. Okay, so please understand the structure. This times this plus this is gonna be this one, right? This times this plus this one, 11, is this number. Right, okay, so that if you have any question, just let me know at school, okay? Cheers.